Okay, class, so here is the final project submission question statement or whatever you're expected to respond to. It reads, in this module, you will submit your completed research topic proposal. You have done a lot of the legwork on this already, which you have, including your topic identification short paper in Module 4 and your analysis reports in Module 6 and 7. Now you can take what you have begun to develop a step further by analyzing the additional sources you identified in the last module and revising your work to incorporate instructor feedback. As you work on analyzing your second source, you can use your first source analysis as a template to guide you. You will also develop a comprehensive conclusion that encompasses the major themes and gaps you have discovered. It will also include your own unique argument stance based on all the information you have uncovered. Now, my thoughts are that the easiest way to complete this assignment is to take it step by step and follow a template. Now, this is not mandatory, but this is just the easiest way I've seen for students to do well on this project. So the next thing you'll see is the template that I provided for you. Okay, class. Now here, I think is a great way to ensure you cover everything for the final project. So basically, I'll just simply read through the topics real quick. You have introduction of your topic. You have the relevance. You have the analysis where you find the research question within the two articles. You have the methodology right here where you say it wasn't either qualitative or quantitative. You have an analysis of the results where you simply go through, and I'm going to explain in further detail. You're going to go through and talk about the results of each of your articles. You have the same for the conclusions, highlight the conclusions of each article, and then this is where you're going to talk about the major themes that you've seen throughout both articles. You're going to talk about some gaps in the literature, gaps found in the first article and second article, and then your argument for your first and second article. So as I scroll up here, back to the top, as the question stated, you've performed most of the legwork already. So if you already provided a solid introduction and a solid relevance section in the previous analysis, all you have to do is simply copy and paste that over to this assignment. There's no need to reintroduce your topic or reintroduce why this topic is relevant. If you already have that information and I gave you good feedback on it, all you have to do is copy and paste it over. It's very simple. So there's no need to recreate anything if I gave you good feedback in previous modules or previous analysis on your introduction and on your relevance. Okay, so no need to redo it, just copy and paste it over. All right, as I scroll down, I'm sorry I went a little far. The next thing we're going to look at is the analysis of the research question. Now, my advice would be to go do the first article analysis for the research question, and then do the second article analyze for the research question. So remember, for the first article, you've already completed this. So if you got good feedback from me on your first article where you analyze the research questions, there's no need to redo this analysis. All you have to do is copy and paste it over. There may be a few corrections that you need to make, but this should not be a lot of work. You already have the legwork done, so you shouldn't be completing an entirely new analysis of the research questions for your first article. Now, for your second article, you haven't done this yet for the second article. So basically, you're using the first article as a template to help you analyze the research questions in your second article. And my advice would simply be to highlight a section that says analysis of research questions, do your first article, then do your second article. Okay? The next section talks about analysis of the methodology. Same thing as the first section. You've already done this for your first article. If I gave you good feedback, if there are no mistakes, there may be some minor changes you need to make, but for the most part, you may be able to simply copy and paste it over to this final project. No need to recreate the wheel. If it was good for the research analysis back in Module 4, Module 6, it's good for now. So don't change anything. If you need to change something, please do. But if I gave you solid feedback, you can simply copy and paste that over. Now, the second article, just as I stated in the first section on research questions, the second article, you have not done this yet. So you'll use the first article as a template again to help you through this process. All right. Scrolling down a little more, analysis of the results. Same thing. I don't want to become a record, but it's the same thing. You've already done this for your first article. Copy and paste it over or make some changes that you need to make, but this is already done for the first article. There shouldn't be any changes you have to do there. Bring it over. Second article here, you have to complete this for the second article. So use the first as a template. Analysis of conclusions, same thing. This was already done for the first article. Please view my feedback, see if you need to make any changes. If you need to make changes, do so, and then copy and paste it over into this final document. Scrolling down, major themes, same thing. All right, major themes that you found within the articles. Do that for your first one, copy and paste over. If you don't need to make any changes, don't. If you do, make the changes. Second article, use the first as a template. Scrolling down a little bit further, gaps in the literature. Now, I don't think you've done this one for your first article just yet, but here you're simply highlighting limitations, gaps that you think need to be filled. You do this for your first article and second article. I think it's just easiest to do it all in one setting under that heading, under the gaps in literature heading. Same thing for the argument. What's your stance on the first article? Then you're going to highlight your stance on the second article. And that's really all I'm going to explain. The last two sections of the rubric are simply on communication of your ideas and on your writing mechanics. I strongly suggest that you work ahead and you try to get this paper proofread before submitting. It's critical. We don't want to make any minor mistakes. So as I scroll back up to the top, remember, there's no need to recreate the wheel on the first article. You've already analyzed questions, you've analyzed methodologies, you've analyzed results and conclusions. So if you did well the first time, all you have to do is copy and paste those things over. Now for the second article, you need to use that first one as a template. And honestly guys, I found this template to be the easiest way to get every piece of information in a logical and coherent manner. All right. I hope this helps. If it doesn't, send me an email, call me, chat me. All right. You all have a great day. Bye-bye.